I've always loved the theatre because some of the best evenings of my life have been in the theatre. And Fawlty Towers is a farce, and the best place to see a farce is the theatre.
Well, hello there, Tom Hayden Millward here, back in the West End for What's on Stage. And today, I'll be checking into Fawlty Towers. The play, that is, as I meet the London cast, as well as the playwright who just so happens to go by the name of Mr. John Cleese.
Manuel! See? The bottle.
Oh, yes!
Where is it?
Kerr?
Donde es...
Oh, I take it! I take it!
Come here. You're a waste of space.
Oh.
We talked about writing it in 2015. We thought, well, what are the characters, the visiting characters, the guests who people love the most? And we thought, well, Mrs. Richards, Joan Sanderson played that, so we thought, let's have that one. And then I've always adored the Bernie Cribbins episode, the spoon salesman, Mr. Hutchinson, so we thought we'd have that one too. And then we thought, well, we've got to have the Germans, you know? So we put those through together, and there was they dovetailed much better than I was expecting. And then we took it to Australia in 2016. And again, I was astonished at how good. The Aussies produce a lot of good actors, and they were marvellous. And we did a good show. Wasn't very good at the box office. I think it was harmed by this Fawlty Tower dining experience. People thought if they'd seen that, they didn't need to see the show, which is, you know, unrealistic.
Well, I think the wonderful thing about... I was just about to laugh about what I was about to say, which wasn't remotely funny. No, it's just that I started by saying the wonderful thing, and I thought, oh, what a bullshit. But no. The wonderful thing about this business is you never quite know what's round the corner. So I've been on tour in a play, and I keep thinking, it'd be lovely to do something in the West End, and out of nowhere, I get a call. Would you like to play the Major in Fawlty Towers? And I said yes. So I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to be in the play, and over to you.
All right, so, well, are you ready?
Go on.
You're holding it. I had, are you ready? 12, not one, not two, but 12 auditions in a row. Oh, no, that I didn't get. Not for this, for other stuff. 12. I was ready to give up, Paul.
What blind people you must have been auditioning for.
Must have been crap. And then I got a call going, do you want to go in for Fawlty Towers? And I was like, oh, I'm not right for that. I'm never going to be seen. I'm a dancer. What am I doing?
Oh, stop it.
And I went in and I was like, I've got this. Because I grew up with it. So I know how she speaks. I know it's funny. And I know where the pauses should be, I think.
Yeah.
I had 2 auditions. This was in December of last year. And then called the next day, do you want to play Sybil? And I was literally weeping. My children were like, you're out. I was like, Mummy's got a job. We don't have to sell you on the internet.
Yeah.
We've been in rehearsals for about 6 weeks, I would say. And it feels lovely to be at this stage, to be honest, because comedy needs an audience and laughs and that kind of interaction between the audience and the cast. So we're so ready for it.
Oh, come on now. This is quite absurd. I'm sorry, but I do not want an omelette.
It's nice.
I don't want the bloody thing. I've sent it back once.
Yeah, give it to me. There, I've torn it up. You'll never see it again.
I told you I wanted a cheese salad.
Thank you, Polly. 1 cheese salad. There we are, sir. I'm so glad everything is to your satisfaction.
No, it is not. It is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, you're supposed to be running a hotel, eh?
My, that does look good.
I mean, I've had an omelette, I've had a prawn cocktail
Look
with
at
a
that
silly bloody
cheddar,
name.
delicious.
Then I had a plate of stew, and now the bloody omelette again.
Can we keep it down a little?
I mean, all I wanted was a cheese salad. It wasn't as though I'd ordered an elephant ear and a bun, now was it?
Thank you
I mean,
so
the whole
much.
thing's absolutely ridiculous.
Well, I'm glad it's all sorted out now.
For a man who's supposed to be running a hotel.
Well, I'm glad everything is to your satisfaction now.
Let me go.
Is there anything else at all I can get you, sir?
Let me go, can't breathe.
Shut up, then.
Can't breathe.
Shut up and I'll let go.
You told me to shut up again.
Look at that lovely cheese. Oh, it's all right. He's only joking. Don't worry, a bit of cheese went the wrong way.
So we obviously met when I was in the audition, and John was sort of giving some notes then, I suppose, some sort of steerings. But the last couple of weeks we've been working together, and John's been great. But he's been very, surprisingly, I want to say, not hands-off, but he has sort of been telling me to take my time and to, I guess, not rush things.
He got it in one, basically. So all I'm doing is making very gentle suggestions here and there, because he's already doing it. And what I can do is something like just simply say, why don't you try a pause there? I hate telling actors what to do. I think it's sort of humiliating, that kind of director who knows it all. I think it's much better to work with an actor and he makes suggestions, and then the actor tries it and either feels good or doesn't feel good. And if he doesn't feel good, he shouldn't take the suggestion. You know?
And I've been really delighted, actually, because there have been points where you've said, actually, you know what, we don't need that line. Yeah. So there's no, you're not precious at all about the material, which is quite refreshing. No. Yeah.
And some writers treat it like holy writ. You know, you're not allowed to change anything. I think that's ridiculous.
No, for goodness sake!
What is it? What is it?
I did not order a lamb casserole.
No, he didn't. He did not order one, Polly, so why has he got one?
Because Mrs. Fawlty told me to give him one.
I know how she feels.
I like some of the lines I've just said in the scenes that you've seen, because Mrs. Fawlty told me to give you one. Give him one. Get the line right. There we go. That's the first step. And I like all the dragonfly palaver. And I think that Polly doesn't necessarily... she's not the comedic character. She's, as John said very beautifully, that she's the beacon of sanity. So she serves to help anchor and weight other parts of the... to weight the scenes and help find the truth in the moment while all the crazy madness is happening around her.
Yes, of course. Good night.
See, mine's somebody else's, so I'm going to do... There's a lot of them. Well, one of them's yours.
Go on.
Which is, there's a conversation between Basil and the Major, and he says, "Tie's a bit bright, Major." "Oh, is it?" For a memorial service. "Oh, I didn't like the chap." Which is just...
Hilarious stuff. Even better when I do it. But not much. That's the problem. Go on. Going to a memorial service?
Tie's a bit bright, isn't it, Major?
What?
For a memorial service?
Oh, I didn't like the chap. Cheers.
Of your lines, though.
Of my lines? Oh, none of them are funny, I have to say. No.
K.
K is a good one, an obvious one.
Of Basil's, that's interesting. Probably with, it's a tiny little one, but with the Major when he's looking at the moose and he says, "Japanese, is it?" And Basil looks down at the moose and says, "Canadian, I think, Major." That's probably one of my favourites.
I love that line.
Yeah.
I love that one.
I absolutely adore most of Basil's. I know.
Yeah,
And Major.
Absolutely, Basil's.
And Sybil.
Fatal Accident, perhaps?
Yeah,
that's brilliant. Talking about Mrs. Richards.
Oh, don't be a fool, Stephanie.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Mrs. Richards.
Don't be a fool, Stephanie. She's talking on the phone to her imagined sister about a house sale in Brighton. "Don't be a fool, Stephanie."
92750. We're going to get T-shirts made.
No! What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm so sorry. He's from Barcelona.
I'm hoping it'll be a complete disaster on the first night, and that 3 or 4 other people will be committing suicide.
Myself included.
Oh, you'll be top of the list. I shall be loading the revolver for you.
We're hoping everyone just has a really lovely time and comes and laughs and forgets about, other stuff going on and just has a good time.
Themselves sick because they're surrounded by other people laughing themselves sick.
And they won't be disappointed because they're going to kind of get what they know. They've forgotten what they know, and this will remind them, and they'll go, "Yeah, that was funny, and it's still funny, and I'm still laughing." I thank you.
Definitely. It's just going to be 2 hours of laughing, and let's face it, the world at the moment is a pretty crappy place. We need a good laugh.
Fawlty Towers the play is running at the Apollo Theatre in London's glittering West End. Subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and ring the bell for notifications. As always, you can leave your thoughts about the show in the comments section down below, but please, for Basil's sake, keep it kind, and I'll see you next time for What's on Stage.
Right. Then we're going to sing My Endless Love. You be Diana Ross. Go.
I don't know the words.
What's on Stage is one of my favourite websites.
Who?
What's on Stage is one of my favourite websites.
Yeah?
Yeah. I check it most weeks just to see what's going on.
Thank you.
Once again, make me look 17, Tom. Put that filter on.
That's bright, that, I tell you. And that's showbiz.